Well, welcome to episode 20 of This Week in an Hour. A different format, different voice than you're used to hearing to begin with. Somebody
dead.
Yeah.
He's not dead.
It's
he has
AIDS.
AIDS.
Yeah. So it's I'm your host, Luke.
Brad.
And Kyle.
Well, yeah, and Kyle. We're gonna do a special introduction, but yeah, Kyle's sitting in place for Jackson. We were gonna have him anyways, probably, but
I wanted to stand, but they wouldn't let me.
So, yeah, Jackson's not here because he egoed us, and yeah.
No, he's still in timeout for the whole shit kernel thing.
Yeah, there was a lot of factors that just Jackson isn't on the episode this week.
He's no longer welcome.
He did happen to talk about something really disgusting. He also did happen to get AIDS or some kind of disease.
You'll probably see him on like some sort of YouTube thing, like Where Are They Now? Maybe before they were famous or something.
It'll be like the guy from the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got Kyle McKay here with us. I'm sure some of the listeners know exactly who Kyle is. I'm sure they're very excited to hear that he's on.
I'm very excited to be on. Thank you, Luke.
Yeah, Kyle, real quick though, what's your favorite episode of our podcast?
If I'd have to say, episode 20 would be my favorite.
Oh, no ego at all, eh?
Also, the only one I've listened to.
But yeah, so for people that don't know Kyle, Brad, how do we know Kyle?
I don't really know.
Let's keep it clean.
I don't even remember how I even met Kyle, to be honest with you.
That's the thing. I think he's just always been around.
He just kind of floated in one time,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
And then
Like a ghost. Like
we're just all
spooky.
stuck together now. It's just how it works, I guess.
guess-
I mean, I personally, I remember the first time I met Kyle was at swimming lessons when we were
Yes,
how
I do
old?
remember that. 5, no, 6.
6, and
7.
we kept getting in trouble because we wouldn't stop talking while we were supposed to be swimming. So
Naughty.
Naughty is right. And yeah, so it's Kyle McKay, I guess. So yeah, this is gonna be a different. Jackson's not here to keep us
In line.
in line, so this should be fun. So
How much
Brad.
are one of these mics?
what?
How much are one of these mics?
Well, you want to buy it?
Well, if we got a fourth one or something.
We have a fourth mic, but it's not one of these.
Oh,
But
okay.
we got them on sale for
I figured they were on sale.
beep, and then yeah, that's how much we. Brad, I saw you had some pizza when you got here. You want to give us a little Dave Portnoy pizza review?
Yeah. Giselle's Pizzeria, not a sponsor.
No,
Thank
hopefully
God. Wasn't a great pizza. Like literally maybe like a 3 point. No, I can't give it that low. That's like eating trash. Okay, maybe I'll give it a generous 4.9. And it was very dry. Oh my goodness gracious, no taste. It was awful. 10 out of 10 do not recommend, but I 4.9 out of 10.
I don't want to expose where I live, but I live pretty close to Giselle's Pizza, and yeah, it's shit.
Yeah, it's.
There
not
was
very
one
good.
time that
Everything was
like,
burnt. The toppings were burnt. Like some of the cheese wasn't bad. I mean,
It's
it's pretty hard to
cheese.
fuck up cheese.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's.
I remember one time I fucking was like, oh, I'm gonna walk and get it. I don't know
Wow.
why.
What a letdown.
So
That must have
imagine
been for you.
walking there, getting it, coming back, and then having to eat that shitty pizza.
I would probably be very upset and not leave my room for the.
And I realized I was like 2/3 of the way there. I'm like, I hate walking. But
How far is it from here?
probably 600 meters.
downhill.
Yeah, but that's where it gets worse as you're walking back and you're like, oh, it's uphill, dude. It's uphill
Yeah.
both ways.
Back in my day, we walked to school uphill both ways.
It's like, really, Dad? How the
That was
fuck did that work? But yeah, one little thing me and Kyle can touch on is investing. I'm sure everybody who listens to this really into investing, but I had it written down. What's your investing week been like, Kyle?
Well, I'm finally up in the green again after a really bad month. I got rid of all my meme stocks finally and turned that into Air Canada. and it's been so far. But
You say you're out of the meme stocks, but I know you're in one that's like half meme, half real.
well, CLNE.
Yeah, Clen.
Clen.
That's what I've been. Yeah, that's probably wrong, but I've been calling it Clen.
Clen. I just see it as a money loss at the moment.
No, it's
but I am
easy
holding on
money.
because, again, with what you said of Amazon, that it should be valued at what, $16 or something like
I
that.
saw another
approximately?
forecast today saying that they think we'll go up to 22.5.
22.5.
I'm selling at 16.71, like they were saying the price
Yeah.
target is. But
Anytime you make profit, it's not a bad
fuck,
thing.
I'd be at like a 60-some% profit at $16.
I think I got in at like $11.
Oh yeah, you're a bit higher than
Yeah. Bought at
the rest of us apes
Yeah.
on it. But yeah, COVID restrictions. This is like breaking news. I found this out right before I left work today. New Brunswick, 0 restrictions starting next Friday.
Really? I did not know that.
McKay
That's
did not
huge
have to
news.
search for a mask to go get a
Yeah.
coffee
Oh my
in the
fuck,
fucking
it's so
drive-through.
Like, you think you have your mask in your car, and you go out there, and then you realize it's not in your car, so you go back and get it. And so,
And the
huge
one
fucking
You
disposable
guys
problem.
have been
mask,
wearing masks the entire time?
the one disposable, like I got that disposable
80
mask in the
bucks.
beginning, and like it's starting to get a little ratty. So like, I was getting close to having to buy my second mask. So-
Jeez.
I've been a big mask conservative guy too. I think I have 2 that I've had.
I used to go through about 3 a day.
I bummed
a
them.
couple of like reusable ones.
I'll go to like my parents or my sisters, and they'll have like a box, and they'll be like, "Oh, mind if I grab a few?" And then there's like a couple months worth right there.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
We got a bunch at work, so I just stock up on about 10 or something
yeah.
like that. Put it in my
I like the all
jacket.
black ones though. I don't like the medical ones.
Yeah.
Medical ones
Yeah.
make me feel, I don't know.
There's some pretty cool designs and whatnot too, and like
Mm.
shark teeth and what have you.
There was one, I think it was Kyle Busch in NASCAR. He got his own face. It was pretty awesome. But yeah, that's gonna be fucking awesome.
It's gonna be nice. That's gonna be so different though. Oh my goodness, it's gonna feel weird.
I imagine plenty of people still wear masks.
That's what I was
Regardless.
saying too. I think so. Like,
Do you guys think you will? Do you think you'll keep wearing it, or is it like
I'll have to anyways at work, I think.
well, no. Once restrictions are
I don't
lifted,
know.
maybe not.
Because Sobeys also has their own policies for stuff too.
But I suppose they could consider it like protection, like a PPD or whatever the fuck they call it, the personal protection device.
'Cause I haven't heard nothing at work about it.
But
who
this
knows?
is like
I guess it came out.
This
today,
is
though,
literally
yeah.
like 2 hours ago that this came out. So
I guess we'll see, won't we?
yeah, I personally I won't. I'm double vax, so like fucking.
Yeah.
That's
Same.
why I get a vaccination. I guess maybe like I don't know.
maybe in certain situations, like if I'm gonna go somewhere and there's gonna be a big crowd,
Maybe
like
a
maybe
coal
bring
mine
it.
or something. I might wear a mask, but
if not for all the COVID down in the fucking Minto mine.
Yeah.
But if I like went overseas like on a vacation and it was a place that like COVID was,
Pretty bad.
I'd probably. But like I'm assuming if you went to a place like that, they'd want you to wear masks anyways. And like other province, like if we went to Nova Scotia, we'd have to.
what about PEI? Oh, they don't have masks actually right now.
Yeah,
They
I
don't
mean you're
have to
far
wear
enough
them.
away. You just make sure you're 10 feet away in the
Yeah.
potato field and you don't fucking.
think
Well, New
we're-
Brunswick yields more potatoes than PEI.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna be going there actually next month.
PEI? I think I'm going to Nova Scotia.
I wouldn't mind going to PEI.
PEI's
Yeah.
what are you going to Cavendish or something?
Haven't decided yet. I think we were looking at an Airbnb.
Or not what is it? Is that the music?
Cavendish, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cavendish. I think it's closer to Cavendish. I'm not sure.
Mr. Wilson used to have well, he still does have an awesome cabin there that we used to rent.
You want
He
to
goes there
inform
all the
everybody who Mr. Wilson
Oh,
is?
the Robbie Wilson.
He was our old football coach.
If there's
Let's
one
wrap
thing you
that.
know about that man is he has a cabin in Cavendish.
You guys remember that time I
Cheated.
cheated and kept on getting touchdowns by sitting
Yeah,
in the end
we were doing like a team event, and we were playing touch football, but our coach, Mr. Wilson, was the quarterback for both teams because I think he just wanted to throw the football.
Well, and there's something you should know about him. He can throw.
And
He can throw
Kyle
football.
stood 40 yards offside for like 4 downs. Wilson didn't say anything because, of course, Wilson's also the referee in this situation. And then he throws Kyle a touchdown pass to
Nobody near him.
because they didn't even know Kyle was playing anymore because he was just standing there. We see him around the golf course now, Kyle. He golfs some fucking flip flops.
Slides.
Yeah,
Before
slides.
we get
I
into
knew
that,
it.
though,
I knew it.
that's where me and Kyle actually kind of got to know each other probably a little bit more, was football. I remember we used to always get together on the lineman drills because you'd be O-line, I'd be D-line, and we would literally just sit there and like make grunting noises or some shit, and like make it look like we were working hard. And then whenever like
Are you talking grade 12?
yeah, like and then whenever any of the coaches would come around, we'd just sit there and like actually do the drill.
You're like, okay, you hit me really hard this time, and
Yeah.
I'll fall down.
Exactly. I'm gonna try to bust through on the
Passing
inside.
football around.
Those were the days.
I love
man.
doing the sleds. Everybody's just like fucking growling like dogs.
My favorite was oh my goodness, why am I blanking on Coach's
When
name
Coach Hayward got hit with the tire.
Yeah, when he got hit with the tire. He's trying to. If any of you guys know what the Armucto turf looks like, you know the hill, that big hill that goes up it. Anyways, really great description. I can't think of words. The hill that goes up it. The hill. There's a track. There's a turf. Then there's a hill. Then there's a fence. You know what I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. And our coach tried to convince us that we should all have to flip the tire up the hill and then run it back down. Well, it was like a what? 100-pound
like a
tire?
fucking
I don't know.
tractor
Like it was
tire.
It
massive
wasn't even a
tire.
track. It was like one of those ones that are on like
Industrial,
those,
yeah,
18
like
ton,
industrial
fucking-
fucking equipment tire. And he's like, yeah, let's flip it up the hill. And we're like, okay, we'll do it, but you got to do it first. So then he starts to do it. Gets halfway
that
up the
really
hill.
sets the like line of what our football team was. Like,
That's
yeah,
what-
coach, if you want us to do that, go fucking do it yourself.
And then we'll do it. Gets a tire halfway up the hill. I don't know what happened. I think a lag gave out, something. It was either like, it was, I don't know, mind over matter there, and he wasn't strong enough to will himself
He also
through
tried
it.
to catch
Tire
it from the top.
collapsed on him.
Do you remember that when he tried to catch
Brutal.
it when someone let it go down
Yeah,
the hill
just
and it
smoked him.
drilled him?
Oh, yeah, that was great.
Oh, it was just.
Shit.
Remember the time he was getting real serious with us, and he had the football in his hand, and he was ranting, and Fagan came up and spiked it out of his hand.
He's like giving us this like great, yeah, like this like whole speech and everything. Comes in, spikes it. Fuck yeah!
Did we even win a
That
game
was
that
wild.
year?
No.
No, that was.
I
we don't
Remember
need to talk about that.
our last game of the year? I still have a 2-game suspension in high
Oh,
school
that's
sports
right,
if I ever decide
yeah.
to go back.
Yeah, but then so yeah, Brad got kicked out of the game, and
Well,
then
that
they
was
went.
a whole day.
They're
man.
like, the crowd is mad. They might send people after him to like try to fight him in the locker room. Let's send all the guys with concussions to
go in
defend
there.
him.
I didn't even know what the man. That was such a wild day. So we're going to play in St. John, and then we stop at the Sobeys before. Do you guys remember stopping at Sobeys before? Get, like,
The one in
snacks.
Ormucto?
Yeah, the one in
Yeah.
Ormucto. Stop there, and I see some Crest Brothers spicy pepperoni cocks on sale. I'm like, oh my god, here we go. Can't wait to get these inside me. I grab a pack of them. We go to the cash. Wilson's behind me. He looks at me. He goes, "Watch out, that'll give you heartburn." Fuck you.
There's one thing you know about me is I'm a nutritionist.
Exactly. I'm like, fuck you. I'm not gonna get heartburn from this. So, anyways, I put like a whole pepperoni cock down the gullet.
Up.
So I plug
Protein
myself
stuff.
first, and then I take the second pepperoni cock and then ingest that through orally. Anyways,
Do they
we
call
get
it
to St. John,
suppository?
and shit goes tits up, and I get kicked out of the game. Tits down as well.
Both ways, really.
Tits every way, and
Just
then
every tits
single
There's
way.
everywhere.
tits everywhere.
And that's what it all, because they were making fun of Jay.
Yeah.
Those two dickweeds, and then they
Call
kept
him a
hitting.
teddy bear or something.
They kept
that.
like hitting the quarterback after the play too. So, oh my god, I remember that.
Oh, who was the quarterback? Actually, we shouldn't shout him out. Fuck.
No, it was Mac at the time because
Uh-oh.
somebody else had gotten hurt
Yeah.
because they were hitting people out there. Anyways, point is I got kicked out of the game.
Do you know how happy he'd be right now if this came up? Is
He'd be like, yeah, I'm a fucking star, baby.
yeah, I was the quarterback.
Say we gave it the Mac.
Yeah. And then
Yeah, our quarterback, Mac.
get kicked out. Remember the coach charged me too? I thought I was about to go down with him. That was nuts. Anyways, I'm just in there showering, and then I had a realization. I fucking had heartburn. I was like, that
Put the
fucker.
fire into your heart.
Yeah,
Always
I was
the
like,
heartburn.
That fucker is right. It gave the pepperoni cocks gave me heartburn. So don't ever eat Chris Brothers pepperoni cocks before a sporting event.
Or doubt Coach Wilson.
Or doubt Coach Wilson. And that was the moral of the story.
It all comes back to Wilson.
I remember at that game too. I think Owen got hurt again,
I get every game.
and Nick Walker went and or he had a concussion. Nick Walker slams his helmet on a little guard shack or whatever the fuck it was. Owen just
wild.
runs off all pissed and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Cries a cry.
Well, to get back on topic.
yeah, we went way off on a bunny trail.
That's
there.
fine. That's fine.
That was a good
That's
one.
it's a special episode 20 podcast.
Exactly.
Borders are
Kicking it
opening
back.
up the 9th of August. Fucking Americans are going to be allowed
America,
here.
fuck yeah.
And then the 7th of September, I believe, international visitors. What?
Nothing. Nothing. Nothing.
Yeah. say it one more time, Chris. Nothing.
I'm good. No, I'm good. Keep going.
It's like ASMR right
Well, I mean, I'm
Nothing.
done. What do you guys think on that?
I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, that's gonna be huge. It'd be nice. I don't know.
It means more flights,
Yeah.
hopefully. So
Our
that means Air Canada
AC is
can
gonna go up.
Had a lot of money in it.
I gotta still buy more. I was hoping Clint would fucking go up. I could dump it and then dump it all into AC.
It's
But
gonna take a bit for that. Fuck.
yeah, well, they have their finance. Okay, fuck, we can't get back on the investing.
Do you guys think
I
that
don't think
do
we're
you guys think you'll be
advice.
traveling much?
I thought you
You
were gonna
guys
say
looking
making
to-
money off stocks and I say no. But
You guys looking to go to America or somewhere
fuck,
internationally?
I'm not looking to go to America, but I mean, all of us have been talking about going to fucking Cuba or Mexico together. So I mean, it'd be
To
kind
me,
of
going to
might not
Fredericton's like
be-
leaving the province, so I might try PEI out.
But I think
Oh
it'd be
fuck!
what
Never mind.
it might be fun if we
Bad
all
realization.
planned a little Cuba trip.
That'd be
That would
fun,
be a good
yeah.
time.
Maybe in like I was thinking the best time, especially now that we're not fucking kids or young, go like Boxing Day to and then come back after New Year's.
Could do that for sure.
Fucking little couples trip, I guess, because I don't see any. I don't think that'd fly. All of us just going to get one of those places alone. So
Well, we could break up with them on December 24th, so we don't have to give them a Christmas gift either. Think about it, Luke. Just think it over.
Phoenix, if
delete
you're
that.
listening, I'm not. I can't hear him. He's
I
just
heard that
whispering into the
perfectly.
mic.
Yes, Luke. I'm understanding why you're winking at me. I know what's going on.
So yeah, dude, trip to Cuba.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bringing the new year that way.
You think
That would
Dawson
be
come
really
with us
What?
to Cuba? You think Dawson would come with us to Cuba?
I think all of his money is going to be spent by then.
Yeah,
Oh,
something tells
right.
me
Yeah, his
it's his new habit.
Because he's doing heroin.
it's
not
the same
drugs.
price.
He's technically injecting something.
Or
Well,
dejecting something, if
yeah.
that's a word.
Ejecting.
Oh, yeah.
He's ejecting, she's injecting? I mean,
I think we've said enough.
Yeah, I think.
read between the lines.
They're very thin lines.
Yeah, true.
It's
Not wrong.
ketamine.
Speaking of
It's
ketamine, what else do we have here?
Let's go to... Okay, I got one more thing, then we'll do Fox News, Odd News, and then we'll get into hockey. Let's just fucking
Totally
do that.
unprepared.
Oh,
I
wait,
gotta-
Kyle. Okay, well, let me do my thing. I got one more. No, we're past all the COVID shit. No. So wait. Nick Cannon, if people even remember who he is, he hosted Wild and Out for a while. He was married to Mariah Carey. He was on the Nickelodeon channel. What? Don't forget my shift. What does that even mean?
Sure.
Oh.
I was hoping that wasn't going to completely interrupt what you're doing, but it didn't
But
work.
yeah.
that way.
Nick Cannon, yeah, whatever. Nick Cannon, Eminem dissed him, all that. Well, he's had 3 kids in the last 2 weeks, from all different mothers.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
nuts.
I didn't
Did
know
you
that
see his?
fact.
Did you see his? All of his? I think is it maternity photos? Is that what it's called? When you get like the pictures with like the pregnant wife and then the.
I think it's a fraternity, isn't it?
I don't know. Maybe it could be a fraternity. Sigma
maybe that's
Phi,
what he's starting
maybe.
a frat.
Does
house.
he have
Maybe
a
starting
picture
a-
of all 3 pregnant wives? That would be
Yeah,
amazing.
he literally has not all 3 of them at the same time, but like
That
separate
would be
pictures.
pretty
But that would be pretty
baller. That'd
crazy.
be ballsy.
Holy
And
shit.
dude, I'm telling you, he's starting a super army.
But-
or maybe he's maybe I don't know. Maybe he's
You
gonna
know,
try to like
the
train them all to
question
be
comes,
like sports legends.
Did he intend to
Kinda
do this,
crazy.
or did he
Yes.
get really unlucky 3 times in 2 weeks?
Or really lucky when you have. Depends on how you look at it.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. The gift of life. I shouldn't be.
No, Luke, the gift of sex. Life. It's an offspring of the gift of sex. Literally.
The gift of sex. Well, like we were talking a little earlier, it's not always a gift.
Shout out to Jackson.
Gifts still have to be bought, so I mean.
Jeez.
That's actually where he's at right now.
That's where Jackson is. He is working in a massage parlor.
That's also how he got AIDS. I love how he's still editing this.
He's gonna hear all this and be like, "Oh, fuck me."
But yeah, I thought that was hilarious. And I guess Mariah Carey already came out and said that she thinks it's immature of him.
Oh, maybe we should do it to spit in her face. That's not bad.
But like, I don't know if immature is the
fucking
word
brutal.
because like immature implies that they're young. I don't know any young dudes that are having 3
like,
kids
fuck you. I'm gonna have 3 kids with 3 separate women because I can.
in 2 weeks. Like, it's not even like it's like over a year. It was in 2 weeks. Like, it's
What if
like,
he just banged like all these girls on the same night and every single one of them got pregnant?
maybe he was having a really,
Think about
really,
it.
That could
really
be-
like.
yeah.
Think about it.
It was like a good sperm day. Like they were real good swimmers that day.
Did you guys read in any
was
more
peak.
information on it, or?
You see, that's where we can tell you don't listen to this podcast, Kyle.
Oh,
No, we do not. We read headlines only.
again, this is my favorite episode.
What
But
was
yeah.
your? You had a big topic. You wanted
Oh,
to bring
well,
up.
not really a big topic, but right before the podcast.
Just
started,
wait.
I went on
Right
the
before
phone.
Kyle talks, if there's an abrupt cut, it's because yeah. Oh yeah, so that was an interesting topic to talk about, Kyle. Thank you. No, go ahead.
A teen girl
Seriously,
struck in the
stop trying to
face
read
by
medical.
seagull on New Jersey amusement park ride. And apparently the 13-year-old got hit by the seagull that was flying at 120 kilometers an hour.
Wow.
But the
he
girl's all
pictures?
right, and she just apparently brushed the seagull off.
Do you
and
think the
it flew
Seagull
away.
song played when it happened?
I wish it did. So apparently, actually, I didn't want to fall out of the ride, so I waited for it to spin over once. I think she's talking about the ride. So the seagull and her rode the ride together, one full rotation. That's pretty awesome.
That's pretty cool. So she had a little friend.
And yeah, that's all I had for that.
Not bad. That's a
Oh,
fun
this
one.
isn't a fun one though. Maybe
Kyle,
I
you
won't talk
might
about
be
that one.
on. You know what the thing is though, Kyle? You've been on one episode. You might have given as many topics as Brad has.
That's not fair. I've gave almost a whole episode worth of topics.
That's
a couple
true.
Times.
That's true. That's true.
I came out swinging today.
You did.
I'm sorry, Brad.
No, it's fine. It's what's said has been said.
If we cut it, it doesn't. It's not real.
We can just finish off with the Fox News odd news.
And then we'll go
Just
into
another useless thing I'm going to bring to this podcast. It's just fucking. Actually, there's not a whole lot going on, but we have a New York Police Department officer saves stabbed man's life with potato chip bag and tape.
how. Do you
That
think?
would sting.
Do you think he just like
I think he literally just put the bag of chips over the wound and taped it.
really hard, bro?
Yeah.
What? I would have.
Does it say the brand of chip?
or something?
No.
If you were to like, you know that
No,
it
it's a
wasn't
video.
Sun Chips. Because, like, imagine how loud
Not a
that'd be trying to put
sturdy
this.
bag.
Like jalapeno chips or something?
No, but you know the Sun Chips. It's like you like open it and like your neighbor hears because the
Yeah,
bag's so
it's like-
fucking loud.
Ooh,
The doctor goes, he sees the bag. He's like, "Nah, dude, you're bleeding out. I'm sorry.
you're done for,
That
bud.
thing fucking annoys the shit out of me."
I don't want to take it off. Florida woman accused of skinny dipping in homeowner's pool. Classic Florida woman, Florida man situation.
I've heard of people doing that. They just run in and like dive in other people's pools. I feel like in
Just
America,
for the
that's a
rush.
really good way to get fucking shot.
Yeah. Maybe it's a new method.
New TikTok trend.
Anything else here, Brad? Or
Yeah. Massachusetts driver avoids
Your
squirrel,
call, driving the bus.
crashes into historic home built by Abraham Lincoln's ancestor. Wow.
So it wasn't Abraham Lincoln that built it. Who gives a shit?
No, exactly. Kind of weird. I feel like we're scratching a
Yeah.
very empty barrel here. We got Florida Bath and Body Works thief used bear mace on mall patrons.
well, that's not very nice.
No, that's pretty crazy. Though.
Wonder what scent it was. Was it from Bath and Body Works?
Maybe.
It's probably why they thought it was bear mace.
Is that really
That's
all
it.
the Fox
that
News?
was it. That was all. Other than that, yeah.
Not a lot of odd stuff going on.
No.
Oh, I got one more for you guys. In Dubai, hang on.
I like how you say
Dubai makes it rain by zapping clouds with electricity, and they are using drones to zap their clouds in a way that helps make it rain. This is from 9news.
your voice wasn't raspy enough there for that type of news.
And that's all I have.
That's pretty crazy.
Has that had any effect on the frogs in Dubai?
No,
No comment at the
No.
time.
I can neither confirm nor
I
deny.
have to go.
No, that's kind of interesting. I mean, I think it makes sense if they're able to get it to rain when you need rain. That's pretty cool.
In Australia, they kind of do something similar to that, though, with
Rain
planes.
dances. Yeah.
Rain dances.
What?
Rain dances.
Oh yeah.
I was going to make a joke, but I wasn't sure if I could.
God, that doesn't do anything.
I don't fucking know.
All right, everybody. I know we're a little short, but we're going right into the hockey because it was a big hockey week.
Why,
I
what
like how 2
happened?
weeks ago we said, "Oh, there's probably not a lot of hockey left to talk about." The Seattle Kraken expanded into the league, and there's been a fuck ton of trades. So we're probably gonna. We brought on our hockey expert, Kyle. We're gonna talk about hockey. So where do you guys want to start off? Do we want to talk about trades? Do we want to talk about signings? Do we want to talk about the expansion draft?
Maybe the expansion draft.
Okay,
'Cause it
I'm
was
gonna.
so
I'm
piss
gonna.
poor.
You guys banter for a sec. I'm gonna fucking pull up the actual list of who got picked. Where do you have it right there, Brad?
I do not have it right there.
God damn it! No, I got it.
I know Tandem got picked because I'm still pissed about it.
Yeah, that was. That was a
That's
good pick.
rough. They traded McKay away,
got it
who
right
got
here.
picked, and then
You got it.
lose
Yeah.
Tanev.
All right. Let's get in on this.
So where do you want to start? We could start with.
Start from
Take
Arizona
it away,
down.
Brad.
Well, we'll start with we'll do it positionally. We start with goalies. They got Chris Dreiger from Florida Panthers, Joey DeCord from the Ottawa Senators, and Vitek Vanecek from the Washington Capitals.
Yeah, it was an interesting choice on goaltenders. I personally
I like the
agree
Drager
I like
choice.
what they did with goalies because I think they realize they're better off getting a 1AB than overpaying. Like they're paying less for those 3 goalies than they would have for Price.
Yeah.
exactly.
Like a
So
lot less than it would be.
They're all pretty young too, aren't they?
I think they're like
Yeah.
26, 25. I think.
I think Drager's 27.
Yeah.
And
Something around there.
He's most likely going to be their A,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, but Vanecek could grow into being like a good.
they should have picked up fucking buddy from Carolina. We'll talk about that one after.
That was brutal.
Yeah, but yeah, I think I like that goaltending core. I think
Yeah,
they-
I do too. It's nothing flashy for sure, and it's 2 guys that are like, I mean, they're not like established number ones by any means. Like they kind of like came out of nowheres and caught a hot streak. So I mean, we'll see. I guess how that turns out for them, but I think they'll
goalies-
be all right.
It's
Like
hard with goalies because like it's so hard to actually get an opportunity to play
yeah,
too.
exactly.
So I think there's a lot of people that are NHL caliber goalies that never get a chance.
No, for sure, because
These
just
guys
so
are going
few
to make the
positioned
most
for
of
it,
their
right?
opportunity now.
Oh, for sure.
Everyone's
I-
going to be watching Seattle's first season, especially after Vegas.
I do think they took a different approach than Vegas, so I think they
Their
want to
team's huge.
It's huge, and I don't think they like Vegas want it to. We'll sum it all up after. Let's go over the
Sure.
Yeah.
So we'll go right into defenders. They got Hayden Fleury from the Anaheim Ducks, Jeremy Lauzon, Will Borgen, don't know how that's pronounced, Mark Giordano.
Who's that?
Gavin Bayruther, which was super weird when I saw his name because I did like a little Seattle expansion on NHL the other day. And I picked this guy from Columbus just for shits and giggles because I needed an extra defenseman and somebody who wasn't going to take up a lot of cap space, so I just took him.
That was a brutal pick.
And
Like,
and I was just like, why the fuck would they take like this
They
guy
should've
out
taken
of
Domi
everyone?
on
his year
left.
Honestly, I didn't get it. It was weird. I don't
That's
know what
just
their
a
play
waste.
is. They got Jamie Alexiak and actually signed him to a contract
He
as
is
well.
A big boy.
And he
He
can
is a big
skate really
boy.
well too. He played on Pittsburgh
I think,
for a season.
I think
was
he's
awesome.
a little overpaid for what they're paying him.
4.6, I think it was for 4 years.
That's a little much.
Well, yeah, and then actually
Especially
speaking
off
of
the
which,
Adam Larson.
I was about to say they got Adam Larson, who they signed him to a 4x4. Dennis Cholowiski, who I think is a pretty good pick, honestly, from
Yeah,
Detroit.
I don't
but
know.
I would have went with Troy
I
Stetcher
think it'd be like
Yeah,
all
from
right.
Detroit.
Why
No,
didn't
that's
they
true.
like Stetcher? I think Stetcher has a much higher floor.
Isn't
Yeah.
he right-handed though? Cholowicki or whatever.
I think Stretcher's right-handed.
Is he? I thought it was the
Yeah.
other way around.
But they have a fuck ton of defensemen.
Yeah.
I think the Oleksiy is a kind of an overpayment.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
You
I like
average
the guy.
out him and Adam Larson's between them, and you're at good value for
Yeah.
because you have both of them for like you averaged out their contracts to be like 4.4 for both of them,
Mm.
and I mean he's
And he's getting a
the
bigger
heaviest.
role,
I didn't
too.
realize this. He is the heaviest player in the NHL.
And he's 6'7", I think.
6'7", 274 pounds.
Yeah.
The guy's a fucking
And
animal.
he's not like he doesn't look like he has any fat on.
No,
so
he's really fast too. Like he's pretty smart. I'm excited for
They
him.
call him Thumper because he just murders people on the ice. Like I genuinely think Seattle's D core is up there in the league.
Yeah, it's not too bad. They also got Curtis McDermott, Carson Soucy, Cale Fleury, and Vince Dunn.
Vince Dunn
Dunn's
is a
pretty good.
huge one.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't. I thought they were gonna take Tarasenko.
Yeah, I
but
did too. Yeah.
I'm surprised that they got.
They could even just ship them out.
I think it was worth it for Vince Dunn, man. He's a good defenseman.
Mm.
Like
you
that
think you
is-
could have got
oh.
a better return though from
No.
Tarasenko.
I think Vince Dunn was totally worth, unless it was like, well, there was a thing too. Tarasenko's no movement clause would still be effective in Seattle.
Seattle.
Yeah,
So
I
he-
saw that last
yeah.
night as well.
So and like Vince Dunn is like the only reason Vince Dunn was exposed is because Seattle or St. Louis is deep on D.
Yeah. Would it'd be nice to see the Fleury brothers friggin' play
Hayden
together and figure
yeah,
it
that'd be
out.
pretty cool.
I think
Hayden hasn't had a real shot in the NHL.
Yeah.
Like he's supposed to be. If NHL franchise mode tells you anything,
Which it doesn't.
it does. He's a low elite.
They got poor Dumoulin as a low, like top 6, 81 overall.
Really?
Which makes, because Dumoulin is probably Pittsburgh's best defenseman. Like when he's on the team, it's a completely different game. Because a tank can just go play as a fourth guy,
Yeah.
as a forward.
I find defensive defensemen get kind of screwed.
Yeah.
And then what's the forwards? We'll say the four that we know.
Mason
Jeez.
Appleton, Cole Lind, Jared McCann, Yanni Gord.
So 2 Pittsburgh players, by the way.
Yeah, true. Speaking of true, Alexander True, Brandon Tanev, Carson Tornout, guy that shouldn't have been picked from fucking Philadelphia, Colin Blackwell,
I think that was a good pick.
Jordan
yeah.
Eberle, Nathan Bastian, Kale Yarncroc, Jonas Donskoy, John Quinville, which I thought was weird as well,
That's a
and
really weird one.
Morgan Geeky,
That guy.
and
that's
Tyler
a fucking
Pitlick,
awful
who's no
one.
longer on the team.
I can't believe that they took Eberle over
Josh Bailey, yeah. Especially for the team that they're trying to make, it seems.
And I think the smartest pick they made was Yarncroc.
Yeah, me
Over-
too.
People were
Over
like
the-
trying to say they should take Duchesne, they should take Johansson. Fuck no.
Take $8 million for 5 years. I was playing Gem mode last night on NHL, and that Duchesne contract's fucking awful.
I also just think Yarncroc is a better player than both of them. To be honest, like at the levels that they're at, like I think he is a better.
How many points did he have last season?
I'll look that up, but like I just think overall, like
The
Gonna
only
give you
issue
more
is
bang for your buck.
Yeah, even especially with your bang for a buck, but I'd say even if they were making the same money, what? Even
A lot of people are
No.
liking Mason Appleton actually, so that he could be sneaky.
I might have to
Could be
get
sneaky
a
good.
Tandem jersey. I'm absolutely heartbroken.
Yarn
by
Croc
Brandon
had
Tandem.
28 and 49, or yeah, 28 and 49.
Not too bad. Granted, I don't know who's going to be the top one center to start the year.
Probably him.
Yanni Gord's out for a bit.
Well, Yanni Gord doesn't even normally play center.
I think that's where they were going to put him, though.
Yeah, it's weird to do. It's like the whole
Like
thing.
their center core.
It was
They have
Doug-
like their center core is brutal.
and that's
McCann.
I think that's to be expected though. Nobody's gonna give up good centers in
Yeah.
expansion.
Colin Blackwell might be their most bona fide center.
I think McCann.
No, he was always a winger in Pittsburgh.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
I think you'll see it be Yarn Croc, Eberle, and
Jeez, that Eberle one's. Oh.
but the thing is, if Eberle comes in and he's just streaky.
Yeah.
If he could be consistent, he'd be fucking unreal. But
It'll be interesting to watch him, though. That'll be fun.
what I just don't understand some of the picks. Like I would have understand the picks if they had trades set up to be like, don't take this player.
Mm.
Like Chicago taking John Quinville. That dude's proven that he's never going to be an NHL.
Who else
regular.
could they have picked from Chicago, though? That would have been worth
Zadorov,
anything.
Malcolm Subban,
I'm surprised they didn't go to Zadorov if they're
Yeah.
trying to be like beefy and like
and
Put him as just a winger.
another and with the whole center thing, Adam Gaudet. They could have taken
yeah.
him.
I suppose, eh?
Nice one.
And even like David Kemp would have been a better choice than fucking John Quinville.
We get a
David Kemp's at least like a fourth line center in the NHL. So it's
Where are their contracts at?
fuck
Year-wise, too. I don't know.
Kemp would be an AHL contract. Gaudet, I think, is $1 million,
I'm thinking that they probably have talks set up for free agency to try and get some
but they would have already
big
signed him.
players. Oh, I guess they would have, eh?
Well, it would have counted as the
well.
expansion, I suppose. But the thing is, like, if you were a free agent and you hadn't signed the contract yet, and you looked at this team that they just drafted, would you want to go fucking play for Seattle? Like,
no.
Well, it depends what kind of player you are. Some
Yeah.
guys just want to be the
if you
number
were-
one
I
guy,
think if you
too.
already had a cup, maybe.
Yeah.
But like, you're not winning a fucking cup on that team. for
I like
3 years.
Kessel in Seattle. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be interesting, actually.
Yeah.
We got a little trade alert here, a big one,
Uh-oh.
Right now,
like a big
This
one.
is right off the press.
This is all at the press. Vancouver and Arizona. Vancouver's getting Connor Garland,
That's a good pick.
Oliver Ekman-Larsson for
Oh.
the 9th overall pick.
Oh,
Jay Beagle, Louis Eriksson, Antoine Roussel, a 2nd rounder, and a 7th rounder.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. What?
what the fuck, Louis?
Louis.
So,
They are eating shit. They are in full rebuild.
holy
Dude,
fuck.
all they really got from that
was
was the 9th overall pick for Connor Garland and Oliver Ekman-Larsson, and a
What
2nd
the
rounder.
fuck?
That's how I look at that. I looked at it as they literally got a 10th, the 9th overall pick, a 2nd rounder for Connor Garland and Oliver Ekman-Larsson.
Hey, Jay Beagle, man.
Jay Beagle, Antoine Roussel. Oh fuck, he's gonna add a whole lot to your team. Louis Eriksson, there's a big fucking contract for you to eat.
That's the contract.
And the 7th round
dude.
pick just to fucking sweeten the pot, I guess. Are you kidding
Just
me?
sweeten value.
That's a nice. Vancouver's gonna look kind of nice.
That's fucking awesome.
That's
They're
I like
starting to
that.
build it up a little bit. Like I think they might try to make a little bit of a boom next season.
That's
here.
actually gonna be nasty because it's kind of addressing some issues that they had. Like
Their
they did
power
like
play
time.
should be nuts.
secondary scoring too. Like they didn't
Yeah.
really have anything
Fuck.
after Boser and Pedersen. Then
Exactly.
that gives Horvat a winger.
Yep. It's gonna look nice. That's
Excellent.
great.
I don't mind
For the
Vancouver.
for the 9th overall pick in a draft, that's like meh. Like if I was any GMs, like I'd be trying to load up on next year's picks and the year after.
Yeah, why?
I'd be trying to. I wouldn't want anything to do with this draft. That's my personal.
But
take
we were
on
talking
it.
about this before about how like it's going to be a draft just like Heischer and Patrick, where there is going to be some good players in the top 10.
Yeah, but
You just get
I
lucky.
don't feel like there's. And I could be completely eating my words. I just don't know if there's gonna be like a superstar out of this class. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't feel like there's gonna be like a.
But you might.
But
have,
you know what? But in fucking 3 years, the guy who went fucking 7th overall could be one of the
Cale
better.
It could be like a Cale
exactly
McCarr thing
right. I
where
mean,
it's
you
like-
never know, but Like, there's no names that just jump out at you. What I mean? Because like the next couple of years, you're gonna hear Brad Lambert's, your fucking Shane Wright, like that Mitchkov kid, the Bedard, like, you know what I mean? There's gonna be some big names coming up. So interesting, but that's a huge trade.
Vancouver's going to be in cap hell soon, though. I mean, they
Yeah,
they
but
already were, but they got the shit contract off the books. But like
Yeah.
Ekman Larsson, I think that contract's a little long.
Isn't
for
it 6 point something?
No, it's 8 something.
8 something.
Yeah.
8 something for another 6.
Holy. How old is he?
He'd be in his 30. He'd either be
maybe 29, maybe
29 or 30. Yeah,
something around there.
Fuck.
But that Connor Garland pickup is
Yeah,
really
that's
good.
nice.
really good
He's
one.
sneaky good.
That's what
That's
the fuck.
nuts. I can't believe that.
The draft. I think it's going to be a fun draft to
Jeez.
watch tonight. I think there's going to be more
It's
trades.
true. I can't wait.
We'll have Gary walking across the stage with his Skechers on.
Fucking
I'm
give
here to
him the
announce a
booze.
trade.
Speaking of people getting fleeced, the Detroit and Carolina trade.
Yeah, that one's
Knows what talking
wild.
about that. Detroit gets Alex Nedeljkovic. Holy
We tried to say this
fuck.
one time, remember? And we
Yeah,
had it
just an
translate.
absolute, just brutal. For Jonathan Bernier, his UFA
His
Jonathan
rights,
Bernier,
yeah.
and a third-round pick in this year's draft.
And wasn't he a Vezina finalist too?
He was.
What
he was
the
best.
fuck? What is? It's funny he's going to Detroit.
No, I was was it the Vezina or the Calder? I think it was the Calder.
or maybe the
and then-
Calder.
No,
Which
he
is-
was
I think
in,
he
he
might
was
have
in
had some
Vezina
Vezina
talks
votes,
too.
too.
Was
I don't
he?
think he was a
Holy
finalist,
fuck.
but he was in the talks.
Yeah,
for
maybe
the
he had a
Vezina.
couple
For
votes
a
or whatever.
third-round pick.
But
for a third-round
did
pick.
you hear what
Wow.
happened though? Is Carolina wanted to pay him 1.5. He wanted 2.5, so they traded him.
Fuck you, team that hasn't had a fucking decent goaltender since Cam Ward. Jesus.
Carolina is notorious for not liking to pay goaltenders.
That would have been a perfect
2.5.
Cam
Like, are
Ward
you kidding me?
situation again,
Did
too.
you know what the year? How the?
I think he
the
wanted
years-
2.5 by 2 or 2.5 by 4. But it's like fuck. If you
Fuck
get
it.
him for 2.5 for 4,
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
but they didn't like his sample size. It wasn't big enough.
That's crazy.
He's been
like,
but,
who else are gonna like?
but he's been known as one of the better goalie prospects. Not
Yeah.
playing in the NHL for a while.
I don't get it, but I mean, great for. I mean, Stevie Y is gonna bring.
Did you see his
Yeah.
explanation? They asked him about it.
Yeah,
he's like,
he's
you'd have
just
to
like,
ask
you'd
them.
have to ask him. I don't know. Like, I mean, he's not wrong. I think we'll start. Do you want to talk about the Shane Gostisbehere?
I just want to go back on Seattle real quick.
Yeah, for sure.
I think they're going about it. Okay, I haven't decided this yet. I can't tell if Ron France is a fucking idiot
Or genius.
Kind of seems
or
like it
if
right
they're
now.
going about it a different way than Vegas did.
Yeah.
Or partially the league was smarter and realized let's not give them a bunch of shit to take certain players. Let's just lose our player and go from there.
Yeah.
Because there was some teams that looked dumb after the last expansion. I don't think any of them want it to look stupid.
Yeah. This
Well,
time around.
Pittsburgh lost Fleury, and we all saw what happened with that. They haven't had a good.
I think it's
goalie
bullshit too. By the way, that Vegas
Fuck.
didn't have to fucking give up a player.
But that's just how it's always been. Is they get 5-year protection.
Yeah, it's just dumb
since.
though.
Vegas is fucking stacked.
But I think that they also were able to stack up more than other teams because they knew that we're not going to... Like, other teams, since Seattle was announced, they've had it in the back of their mind.
Yeah.
Versus Vegas hasn't had to have that worry of we might need to give somebody up.
Exactly.
So,
I think that's why Vegas got their feet wet too in that big Nolan Patrick, Ryan Ellis. whole
well,
shebang.
let's get right into that one, I guess, and then we'll go into the old ghost. And
The
then we'll
other
tell all
one?
the Arizona legends of... fucking-
years past.
I was thinking it was like, imagine Arizona's alumni team: Chris Pronger, Datsuk, Hossa,
Castle.
Cass.
Oh my goodness, where's
Yeah,
this
they would
fucking
have a
trade
team.
at? Oh my goodness. How long ago was this?
It was
Like 2 days.
Oh, here
or
we
something
go.
like that.
So we got Philadelphia receiving Ryan Ellis, Vegas receives Nolan Patrick, and Nashville receives Philip Myers and Cody Glass.
I think that's a good trade for all three teams.
It really does. I mean,
What were they again, Brad?
so Nashville gets Philip Myers and Cody Glass. Philip Myers, by the way, from Moncton, New Brunswick. Shout out. Nolan
should have him
Patrick to
on.
Vegas, and then Ryan Ellis to the Philadelphia Flyers.
Okay. Fuck.
I think if Nolan Patrick pans out and can stay healthy, it'll be okay for Vegas. But if he's just constantly injured and barely plays,
Yeah.
puts up like 20 points a season. This is,
They'll threaten to break his legs if he doesn't come and play. So.
and I mean, I guess they lose Cody Glass, but
He wasn't really doing too much.
Well,
anyways.
it's a fun little fact about them, though, is they've traded all 3 of their first-round picks from their inaugural draft.
Really?
They took Eric
Brandstrom.
Brandstrom to Ottawa in the Mark Stone trade, who's going to be a stud defenseman.
Oh, yeah, but Mark
Uh,
Stone's been huge for them as well.
It was worth it, I think, for
Yeah.
what they were in the win now type thing.
And you know what? And maybe those picks just helped them out so much because it's like, okay, no, we're kind of good now. Let's like go out. Let's use these fucking big prospect names. Pick up the crucial pieces like roster players right now.
And then Nick
that was the plan.
Nick Suzuki was in the Max Pacioretty trade.
Mm.
Yeah.
When did Alexander Tuck get drafted? 3rd or something? Or
He's not drafted by Vegas.
was he not?
No, he's drafted by
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Was it many?
Yeah.
And then Cody Glass, just got traded as well. I think that
Cody
works
Glass
out really
was
well
the
for each
first
team.
of
Honestly,
the
it really
picks
does.
too.
Mm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's good if I think Patrick's getting his head figured out too. Like that's the issue. Is he's had migraine problems for ever.
And hopefully he does get it figured out because it'd be nice to see him do something.
And then yeah, I think it works out for everybody really.
Yep.
Ryan Ellis gets a Nashville just pumps out fucking defensemen. Like it's just
They
ridiculous.
really do, yeah.
They just pump them out.
I think he's gonna fucking look. I think he's gonna look good in the fucking Philadelphia orange with his orange fucking big ass
Gritty
beard.
Junior.
Yeah, he's literally gonna be Gritty Junior. Him
Him
and
and
Voracek are gonna look fucking bananas.
They like gingers in Philly. I'm realizing.
Yeah.
Giroux,
Claude Giroux, yeah.
Voracek, fucking wasn't Cody. No, Cody Eakin was never there. Breaking
Yeah.
news here first: Cody Eakin to the Philadelphia Flyers.
Bag of pucks.
I saw a thing that somebody made a joke. They're like, "Who's this future considerations guy? He's getting traded a lot today." I like how Arizona's they don't even put future considerations; they just put nothing.
Yeah, that's what this. Well, speaking of which, Shane Gostisbehere in a 2nd and a 7th in next year's draft, and Philadelphia gets cap relief. Nice.
I saw a thing too about that. It was like, wow, with Philadelphia trading Shane Gostisbehere and potentially getting rid of the JVR contract, that makes it so they could go after free agents. And people are like, oh, really? If you get rid of cap, you have cap space now.
That's how that works.
Wow.
Did you guys see that Parise and Suter might both go together to New York?
Lou likes them.
That'd be pretty cool.
They'll be on cheap contracts too.
Mm.
Speaking of which,
Nick Leddy or Ryan Suter? Who would you prefer have on your team?
I don't know.
I have a bias, so I can't really.
It's
weigh in.
I haven't really paid much attention around Suter. I see Nick Leddy a
He's-
lot because Pittsburgh.
Suter's
them.
still a
he's still
very competent
solid, like,
top
pretty,
4
yeah.
defenseman. I'd even say he'd be like a 3rd defenseman.
Even his name might bring over some fans too.
True.
The only reason they bought him out was because they had to rip the Band-Aid with Parise Bizarre. They just knew. I think their GM messed up behind them both out. There's some mega recapture
And
penalties.
Anthony D'Angelo actually got bought out today as well.
Oh,
so,
I heard that guy was just the best locker room guy there ever was.
yeah.
He had an
Do you
awesome
think he'll
year
go
too.
anywhere though? Like he's a skilled
Maybe New
defenseman.
England.
Yeah, like what team just says fuck it, we don't care and signs him?
That's what I'm saying. Like that, and like maybe they could get him cheap too, because like they can be like, listen, buddy, it's this or you're just out of the league. Like if there's only one team going after them, they have so much control.
He'll get paid in the KHL though. He without a doubt will get a KHL contract.
So it'll be interesting.
Also,
to
I
see.
saw a thing too about how he's still so young that when you get bought out, it fucks you a lot more. Like he doesn't get, he's supposed to have another $5.5 million that was left on his contract. He only gets 1.2 of it.
Oh, jeez,
Because of
that
his
sucks.
age. Well,
must be brutal.
no, but like, but versus
yeah,
like Suter and Parise don't lose that much.
Yeah.
You make like 75% of what's remaining over double the time or something. Versus
Yeah.
like this guy is like, and you also have to think too. He hasn't made that much in his career yet.
no.
I think he's only 25.
This was his first not like he would have had his rookie deal. So like he made what maybe $2.5 million there, and then he's made like $2 million off this. Like $4 million to last him the rest of his life.
Not happening.
I saw that if Shea Weber doesn't play again, then Nashville gets hit with a cap penalty because of it.
It depends if he goes LTIR or if he retires. If he retires, Nashville gets hit. But because of Luongo, they changed how it works. Because technically, if it was how it's supposed to work, they'd have a 4.8 cap hit for another 5 years from him.
It should be fucked.
But technically, if he retires, that still works. But the craziest one was if he retired with 2 years left, they would have had a $12.5 million cap hit. And if he retired 1 year left of the contract, Nashville would have had a $24 million cap
Holy
hit.
shit.
But the NHL has agreed that getting rid of these old contracts, the highest recapture penalty can be like 7.825 mil.
Yeah.
Because like it wouldn't be good for the NHL. I mean, I think it'd be. I wish.
Imagine losing a quarter of your
fuck
cap.
Nashville.
that would fuck them so
That would be
hard.
hilarious. I would love.
Oh,
Could you
man.
imagine the anarchy? Because it'd be
They'd
like,
have to get rid of like players, man.
well,
They'd have-
and you couldn't demand it.
Oh,
Yeah.
they'd have to keep Duchesne and Johansson because they couldn't trade him. So there's 36 or something million.
Yeah. So like,
God.
it's a fire sale because it's literally like if somebody will give you a second for somebody, you're like, yeah, okay, yeah, it's on the paper.
would take it, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That's to completely rebuild their team through the draft. That'd be kind of crazy.
but it would.
That'd be fun for a GM mode
Yeah.
kind of thing.
I think if it was not Nashville, they'd not care as much. It's just Nashville's such a growing market.
Yeah.
Like if that happened, imagine something like that happened to Toronto.
Oh, that'd be amazing. That would be amazing.
I would love it if it happened to Nashville. Fuck Nashville, but like, could you?
Jeez.
Or the Montreal. Actually, Montreal doesn't have enough that it would be like that. You know what I mean? Like it's not like the Toronto. It's like, well, we got a 3rd round pick in Louis Eriksson for Matthews.
Woo. They'd be just taking money back on too with that.
Kyle Dubas is just never seen again.
Goes into hiding. Seattle made the first trade by getting rid of Tyler
Oh,
Pitlick
yeah.
for a
This is a
4th
big
round
one.
for a 4th round pick. That was a big
Yeah.
I like how
Doozer.
people are like, don't worry. We're gonna see Seattle's trades tomorrow, and then it's gonna make a lot more
more
sense.
sense. Yeah, it'll all
Nope.
come together once the freeze is over. Once the freeze is gone,
Seems
it
like
all
Seattle's
makes
still
sense.
frozen.
Seattle
Tyler
just not
Pitlick
making
froze.
sense.
That
For
is
a
just
4th.
fucked.
Hashtag money moves.
Watch him actually pick like the next Connor McDavid in the 4th round with that pick. It was
Oh
like
my
Ron Francis was
God.
like, I knew.
I can tell things.
But I think
Is Jared
Ron,
Butler in the draft?
Maybe.
Ron Francis, I think, thought that he'd have a lot more people knocking on his door, like, you have cap, and I need cap relief. But there's like 3 other teams that have tons of cap space.
Yeah.
Like Detroit,
Arizona.
New Jersey, and Arizona. I'm sure Ron Francis is sitting there looking at his computer and seeing Arizona taking all this. He's like,
Fucking cocksuckers.
why didn't he call me? And it's because he played hardball and now they're fucking him.
Yeah.
Speaking of getting fucked, Rasmus Ristolainen on his way
Yeah.
to Philadelphia too. Fucking nice.
They're deep.
Robert Hagg for Robert Hagg, a 2021 first round pick and a 2023 second round pick.
I think that's an overpayment.
I think it's an overpayment as well, but their decor is going to be
Who's going to be on that first line? Provorov and
Provorov and
Ristolainen's right. Can you imagine those two big
Yeah, like,
fucks
that's
back
them
there?
well, Ryan
That would
Ellis
be
is
awesome,
right
Ryan Ellis
too.
is also right.
Fuck, and then who else do they have? They got some younger guys too on defense.
They traded all their fucking younger guys.
I g-
Hag was good, and guy from Moncton was good.
Philip Myers.
Philip Myers, yeah.
Who else?
He's gone too.
Old Radko still rips around in Philadelphia, doesn't he?
Who do you
No,
mean?
no, he's in Florida.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
They do have one more defenseman that's like.
They might get Ryan
I don't
Suter.
know,
who
I don't know
knows?
why
But
I'm
then they
blanking
might
so
get Parise.
hard.
I saw people saying that they should get Ryan Suter on Montreal with Shea Weber. Oh, too bad.
Then he'd probably end up getting hurt. Fuck. That sucks, though. No wonder Weber wasn't really shooting the puck as much.
Travis
Shit.
Sanheim,
He's
Oh,
good.
he's pretty good.
Justin
young guy.
Braun.
Justin Braun. Fuck, he's been around for a bit.
It's not bad.
And then have them in front of Catahat. That's not
Got a
a bad,
hat.
That's not a bad little fucking setup. I don't. Think.
I imagine he's going to have a much better season.
And then like forwards.
Samuel
well,
Moret. That's a winger. Whoopsie daisies. I don't know. I was like so ready on that.
Fuck it with the
Fucking
rest of their
glitched.
D. Why not just throw a winger
Yeah.
back there? Well, JVR, you're playing fucking defense this year,
I
bud.
thought he was gonna go as well.
I'm surprised they didn't take him in the
They
expansion.
should have fucking taken him.
I don't know
Jeez.
why they didn't.
He's
take
a good
something,
power play
like,
guy.
Yeah,
too.
someone
I
juicy
really
from
think it
there,
was
but-
because they were like, we'll have cap space and we'll finesse people with cap space.
I wonder
but
if
I don't
teams
think
even
it's-
talked to them and said, "Oh yeah, we'll."
well, no, because it's I've read that like GMs got a bad taste for Ron Francis because he was like asking the world.
to
It would-
not take players.
It'd be like Mark Giordano. He said that it was like he wanted like a first round pick and a prospect to not take Giordano.
Jeez, he just wanted to do an instant fucking rebuild.
Yeah, like it's just like he tried to finesse.
He tried to be. He was kind of a dink about like going about it.
And I think once you piss off GMs and then the GMs talk together, you get kind of.
You thrown
Again,
under
if
the
NHL
bus.
tells us anything, the game, I mean, don't piss off the GM.
And there's probably like an agreement now between some of the big GMs. They're like, just don't trade to Seattle.
Yeah,
And
maybe.
Stevie Y has probably gone around and like any dumps you guys. Well, I don't know if Detroit. I don't think Detroit's in the mode where they want to take on really shitty contracts. I think it's Arizona.
Their team's
that's
starting
like,
to kind of fill up a bit
The
now.
team is
coming
starting
out.
to fill out. It's starting to
Their
look a
young
lot better
guys
than
are
they
good.
were.
I think
that's for
Detroit will
sure.
take on short-term shitty contracts, but Arizona is your team to go to if you want to dump like your Andrew Lads
Yeah,
and
let the
fucking
boys retire there.
Shane, the Augustus Bear. The Lad trade was quite
I think
a trade too.
is what
I missed quite a few of the trades.
It was like 3 second-round picks and a third-round pick.
what's going on with Shane Gostisbehere anyways.
He's just fucking.
Who knows a change? Well, Arizona.
I don't
Is
think
he their top guy now with Jake Chitrin or whatever?
apparently Arizona is it Chicha's the GM there?
Yeah, I think
I'm
so.
pretty. Apparently, he said the only person that isn't available is Chikrin.
Yeah.
Everybody,
Even Keller's available.
Yeah, I was
Wow.
surprised by that. I don't find they typically like your star wingers. They're not as like held on to them as than if it was a center. Like I'm sure if Keller was a center, Keller wouldn't be available. But it's like I think it's easier to get a competent winger than it is to get a good center.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, St. Louis received Pavel Buchnevich for Sammy Blais and a 2022 second-round pick going back to the Rangers.
I don't mind that for both teams.
I think it's a good fucking trade for the Rangers, to be
Mm.
honest.
Yeah,
Because they got
Sammy
rid of
Blais is
Brendan
not
Lemieux,
bad.
and Sammy Blais is like
Not
a
fit that
better
role, but,
Brendan
like,
Lemieux.
Yeah, exactly.
More offensive guy.
Yeah.
And a second-round pick's not always bad. And I think this way here, Pavel Buchnevich kind of gets a little bit, I don't know, a little bit more.
Would he be
Well,
playing?
Jaden
in
Schwartz
Braden
has.
Shen,
I don't
maybe?
think Jaden Schwartz is going back to St. Louis,
That's also
so he's probably their guy to
fill him
replace
in. Yeah.
Jaden Schwartz. And there's talk of Jaden Schwartz going to fucking Vancouver. So imagine,
Yeah,
Holy
I think they're
fuck.
from around there. He's from around there. Sorry.
man, Vancouver could actually be.
I
It could
like
be
their
nice.
team.
The
yeah.
only thing
Their
is they
defense is
they
fun.
got to sign Elias.
And they might be getting the other Hughes brother.
That'd be good.
Oh wait, never mind.
Apparently, what? Another trade just come through?
No, well, it's
Oh, no,
they,
he gave
they,
the-
they gave him. They
Yeah,
gave
I
up their ninth
suppose.
overall pick, so never mind.
Apparently,
Which sucks because I think Quinn Hughes was talking about like he. Oh no, that's what I was thinking of. Not Vancouver. It was going to be New Jersey.
yeah.
New Jersey was.
He's supposed to be. He's going to be like the shittiest of the brothers. I think.
A lot of people are fucking been stroking him off because he's like 6'2" and he can skate like the wind and he's got like apparently like really great skating.
How was
so
it the stalls went? It was like Eric. Who would you say is the best, Eric or Jordan?
I would say Eric.
Jordan Stahl right now.
Yeah,
'Cause
I'm
he's
just saying
really
overall. I'm
held
just saying
on.
overall
Career wise,
career.
I'd definitely say
Oh,
Eric.
Fuck! A couple years ago, he had an awesome
So
season
like
too.
it was like oldest young. Well, no, Mark's
Middle.
the oldest, isn't he?
No, I'm pretty
Eric,
sure
Mark Jordan?
Eric, Mark Jordan, and then Jared.
We don't talk about you.
There's been stalls in the NHL forever.
But like, it almost seems like oldest to youngest there is almost the order of like their skill. Because I think Mark. I mean, it's hard to compare defense with.
I think Jordan
Okay.
Stahl is a better player than
Mark Stahl, yes.
Jordan Stahl's been awesome in Carolina.
I'd say Jordan Stahl is a better player than Mark Stahl for sure. I'd
Fuck,
say
he
go
probably
Eric,
played
Jordan,
defense.
Mark, and then their youngest brother.
Poor little Jared.
That has like 4 games played in fucking NHL.
What team was he on? Wasn't he on
He was on Carolina at
Carolina?
one point because that's why they brought him up is just so he can play a couple games with his brothers on like the
Them
fourth
just
line.
shit
now.
talking him the entire time.
I thought he was a defenseman too, though. I think
No
the
idea.
youngest brother was
Maybe.
a defenseman.
Maybe we're thinking Subban,
No, because the youngest brother was a goalie.
but for Jordan Subban, maybe.
Or yeah, wait, he was a defenseman.
Mm.
How did
Malcolm
that one go? Was
Jordan,
it?
I have no idea.
I think it's
PK's the oldest. I know that.
PK's a lot older than the
Yeah.
rest of them too. I think, unless Jordan's in the middle.
Maybe. I think he's like 22, 23. Or
Oh.
not that young. 25, sorry.
Because Malcolm's 27 now.
Yeah, maybe that's. I think
Something
it goes
like that.
PK, Malcolm, and then Jordan. Actually, I'm almost positive. I feel like, yeah, that's.
What are the other? Is there any other brothers in the? Well, the Flurries,
Mm.
and they could be on one's left-handed, one's right-handed, so they could be.
That'd be pretty cool. They're on the same team as well. They should just make
And
them play
they do
together.
play like Kale's more of like a defensive defenseman, and Hayden's more of like a puck-moving defenseman.
That'd be really fun.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But that's all the brothers and
Shit.
Yeah.
I'm trying. I think there is one more. But they're probably like nothing crazy.
I
You get
imagine
the Jones
millions of fans
brothers.
right now are just screaming the answer at you guys.
We're definitely missing a really obvious one. The Bens,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jamie Ben and
Yeah,
Jordy
fuck.
Ben, and
Joneses yet again.
the Chucks.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Fuck, that was a very relevant one.
Yeah, the
too, man.
Joneses. The
Tanevs.
Tanevs, yeah. Poor
did you watch the
fucking Tanev.
expansion draft, Kyle?
No.
Brandon Tanev, you know his picture. He looks like
looks so sad.
he looks like he's seen a ghost.
He was so sad.
But
poor
have you seen
guy.
his like headshot? He's like,
with the long hair and
Yeah.
stuff? Oh
but
yeah.
so they put his face up in that, and the crowd laughed. And he's like, "Oh yeah, laughing at my fucking picture."
Until they realize he's a fucking crazy guy.
All right. Well, to wrap this up, let's. What's our guesses for the rookie draft tonight? I personally have a bet out for Eklund to go first to Buffalo and Owen Power to go second to Seattle, and I think that helps even more because Owen Power is a defenseman, isn't he?
Yep.
And Seattle seems to be really horny for defensemen, so
What
Ron
if we see
Francis
him,
loves.
What if we just see him drop? Like, what if there's a big drop on Owen Power?
Don't talk.
I suppose you didn't go. I'll say that I can get on the William Eklund first, but maybe where they're already stacked up on D,
You
they
saying
try
I
to
should go
get a
bet
forward.
$100 on every position for Owen Power down to like 6?
Brad, you're gonna
I would
affect the
s-
draft.
Do you want to? We didn't even really get into the draft. Should
Yeah,
we just take
let's-
a quick peek at it?
Let's
We
make
can,
Jackson edit this for fucking 3 hours.
Yeah, we can get in on the draft real quick. Then we'll
Yeah, what time is it? Like
Even
7? Holy
almost,
shit.
just about 7.
Flew by, didn't it?
Oh yeah, she goes.
Fuck. Is there nowhere just to look at the?
Oh, they like to make it difficult on you. NHL draft. Go on Elite Prospects. I find this normally, but I think last
Maybe a
time,
mock draft could show it.
True. Here you
I'm
go.
kinda
ESPN
hungry.
Mock draft.
What was that pizza place that you
Giselle,
guys
don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. What
So they
is
got Buffalo. They got Owen Power.
what is this one I'm on right now? It's saying 2021 NHL entry draft round 1 Mustafa Lemieux.
Oh, baby.
Is this for like the KHL or something?
This is this is Australian people. What am I on? It's all just this tallest, heaviest, youngest, shortest, lightest Mustafa Lemieux. What is this?
Who's lightest? Let's see that one.
What the fuck?
Or shortest, that might be a pretty good one.
Yeah. Mustafa
What if
Lemieux.
Oh, is he like all those? Oh, I see.
I thought you were joking.
No.
Yeah, no, yeah.
What the fuck? That guy's everything. You
Yeah.
can't teach
He's the
size.
total package.
He is everything.
Have you found her, Brad?
Oh yeah, I already found it.
All right.
That's
I
the
don't
cue.
know- I don't know how you want to get into this.
Just start naming off.
Buffalo and Owen Power, like Buffalo,
Nope.
William Eklund.
I'm thinking Eklund. I hope.
Where does this one show Eklund going?
He's
Good
projected
question.
3rd, but Buffalo's.
This is the ESPN one, and they have him projected.
Holy
Holy fucking Christ, at 7.
To San Jose.
Jesus. He's a forward, though.
If you were to
isn't
fall that far.
But I've also seen other people have him ranked number 1, so I mean, it's hard to tell.
he? It's a weird draft.
I haven't paid attention really to
I
it.
just really hope Luke Hughes goes to New Jersey at number 4. That's all.
I thought you were saying I hope Luke gets his bat. I was like, oh, thank you.
Yeah, and I hope you get your bet too, Luke.
Yeah,
That would-
GLs.
maybe I'll even throw some.
Who do you think is? Oh, did you download Mr. Green?
No, not yet.
Oh, God. Poor Jackson.
He deleted
Another
it.
reason why he's out.
He
They broke
deleted
his
it and then
legs.
got it again the next day.
Did he actually?
And he was betting on like fucking U14 women's soccer in India or something. So.
Oh, jeez. That's kind of a hard one. I like Japanese basketballs fun to bet on.
Yeah. Anyways, we can talk about the draft I guess more next week.
Yeah, it's probably easier because
It'll be happening in 2 hours time. So
it's probably easier because we don't know anything. Well,
yeah.
it's just a weird fucking draft.
Or you guys could do it. Or fuck, never mind. But maybe next year something do it while the draft is on.
Well, we were
Do
talking
a-
about doing a supplementary draft podcast. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Meet back here in 4 hours.
I mean, fuck, if you guys want to come back, we can watch it and record as it goes. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this week, everybody. I mean, we are at 1 hour and 10,
Yeah.
so
Different episode this week for sure.
yeah, I'm sure everybody's going to love it, and they're going to be like, "Don't ever bring that Jackson guy back."
Well,
You can
thanks
cut
for
that
having
if
me
you
on,
want,
guys.
Jackson, but I hope you don't. But
Feel my
Brad's just nodding his head yes.
saying yes, do it.
I like that shirt you have on, Brad.
Thanks, man. Cover bust. Get busted big time.
But yeah, special thank you, Kyle, for coming on. You're the first guest, and we expect you to listen to all 20 podcasts now.
Starting at number 20, yeah. But yeah, thanks for having me
And
on.
by the way, we forgot to tell you, part of you coming on is you do have to share the podcast on all your social medias.
All right, see you guys.
And yeah, so Kyle told us to take out all of his. But yeah, thank you, Kyle. Thanks everybody for listening.
Yeah. 0 peace.